walk across the street and take a ride in more car.
If you're looking for something real nice, check out the new Olds Omega at your Olds dealer. It's a compact and it's an Olds. Strong, solid, roomy, and quiet. The new Olds Omega. The smaller Olds at the lower price.
The new Olds Omega.
Can't afford it.
Sure you can.
Not an Olds.
It's a compact. It's a lower-priced Olds.
Oh.
This year, take a walk across the street and take a ride in more car.
There's a new Olds Cutlass S waiting for you at your Olds dealer. It's strong, roomy, and sporty, too. A lot of Olds for the money. Check out the Cutlass S, and you'll wind up on our side of the street.
Eddie Robinson, and I'd like to show you something really new you can order in a 73 Oldsmobile Cutlass S. Bucket seats that swivel. Ladies will love them, and they're even great for big guys like me. But the thing I like most about the new Cutlass S is the way it looks. It's completely restyled for 73, with new lines along the side and a fastback roof that's sportier than ever. Even the ride is new this year. Cutlass S is heavier, and the handling's improved because they've made the suspension a lot like the bigger Oldsmobile. You know, even with all of its good looks and luxury, Cutlass S is still priced less than a lot of folks think. Hey, it's a great way to step up to an Oldsmobile.
This year, take a walk across the street and take a ride in more car.
Well, honey, leave it to the Olds dealer to have a car as nice as the Cutlass Supreme. I like it because it's strong, easy to handle, quiet.
I like it because it's pretty, Charlie.
It's an Olds, and we can afford it.
It's still pretty, Charlie.
one parked a new Cutlass Supreme in Nurse Johnson's spot.
An Oldsmobile?
Look at the room.
Plush. Can't be Nurse Johnson's. Must be the new surgeon's.
Here comes Johnson now. New Cutlass Supreme, Miss Johnson?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you didn't forget your keys, did you?
And we hoped you'd give us a ride.
Where to?
And on a nurse's salary.
What a step up!
Holy cow!
They'll never believe it if your friends could see you now.
I'm Eddie Robinson, and this is the '73 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Last year, they called it the Little Limousine. This year, it's more of a little limousine than ever. Look at the new styling. It's really sharp, isn't it? There are new lines along the side and a roof that looks more formal than ever. How about these little windows? The inside is just what you'd expect in an Oldsmobile. There's plenty of room. And this center armrest is standard, just like the front disc brakes and the rocket 350 V8 engine. Cutlass Supreme really is more of a little limousine than ever. But you know what? It sure isn't priced like one. Hey, wait till your friends see you. They'll never believe it.
This year, take the walk across the street and take a ride in more car.
Your Olds dealer has the Delta 88. It's heavy, roomy, great riding. And most of the extras come standard. Check out the Delta 88 at your Olds dealers, and you'll wind up on our side of the street.
Tough way to treat a car seat, right? But I'm here to show you why the '73 Olds Delta 88 is not just another pretty car. What I was doing is nothing compared to the way an Oldsmobile seat is tested. Special equipment pounds it 65,000 times to prove how tough it is. Let's go for a ride. Tough driving, all right. But Olds engineers go thousands and thousands of hard miles on all kinds of roads to test the durability of a Delta 88. And look, you're concerned about what happens if the front end gets bumped? This demonstration is not like hitting another car, but it does show how the hydraulic front bumper system is designed to take a bump and bounce right back. Now, the new swing-away grille is hinged to get out of the way of trouble. You want a tough, dependable car? That's the beauty of an Olds Delta 88. It's not just another pretty car.
Last year, Olds Delta 88 designed a bumper that could take a bump, flex, and return to position. A lot of people liked it. This isn't like hitting another car, but for '73, Delta 88 has a new hydraulic front bumper system that can take even more of a bump and bounce right back. Plus a new swing-away grille that's hinged to get out of the way of trouble. We think a lot of people are going to like it, too. That's the beauty of a '73 Delta 88. It's not just another pretty car. Bump the bumper, and the grille gets out of the way. Bump the bumper, and the grille gets out of the way. Olds Delta 88. It's not just another pretty car.
Microfilm's in this Olds Delta 88 somewhere. You sure picked a tough car. Strip it. Now, if it's in here, it's well protected by this steel guard beam. There's just more steel. Look, this is not just another pretty car. Thermoplastic inner front fender.
This baby's built.
No microfilm. It's just not here. This Olds Delta 88 is not just another pretty car. I ought to know. Microfilm's in this Olds Delta 88 somewhere. Oh, you sure picked a tough car. Well, strip it.
Oh, I was there and I know. Delta 88's not just another pretty car. And now here's a special deal. Your Olds dealer has a limited time value package offer on specially equipped Delta 88s, featuring a vinyl top, air conditioning, 455 V8, color-keyed wheel discs, and paint striping. Delta 88 value package. Check it out at your Olds dealers. I'm Eddie Robinson, football coach at Grambling College. I do a lot of scouting for new players. And sometimes I have to drive to some pretty out-of-the-way places to find them. I kind of look forward to it, though, with my Olds 98. Sometimes I bring a prospective player back to Grambling to show him the campus, and they're always impressed with my 98, especially the ride. You know, there's 6 inches of solid foam in these seats, and there's plenty of room for a big man like me to stretch out. Sure makes my job easier. And here's something a lot of folks don't realize. You can spend more money for other big cars and still not get any more room, ride, and downright comfort than in an Olds 98. Hey, why don't you drive one and draw your own conclusion? You know, last year, the Olds 98 had a front bumper that could take a bump and bounce back. Well, this 73 bumper system can take even more of a bump, and this new kind of grill swings away when the bumper gets bumped. The Olds 98 is a beautiful car, and it's built to stay that way. Drive one and draw your own conclusion.
Oldsmobile, makers of 2 great station wagons, the Custom Cruiser and the Vista Cruiser, and something new, the Omega hatchback. Olds Vista Cruiser, an exclusive new Vista vent lets sun in, stale air out. First it's an Oldsmobile, then it's a wagon.
It's different at your Olds dealers. When there's a special event, we let our cars do the selling. Like this Olds Omega with its 6-cylinder engine. It's a lot of Olds in a lot of ways, except price.
It's Oldsmobile's 98. And this is Omega, a regular chip off the Olds block. A compact with a 6-cylinder engine standard. It's Oldsmobile solid and Oldsmobile comfortable with the quality you expect from Olds at a reasonable price. From its hatchback to its front end. Omega, it's a lot of little Olds.
These headlines, it's no time to buy a car.
It's no time to buy the wrong car.
What do you mean?
Well, with your family, you don't want a car that's not big enough.
No.
And you got to think about economy.
Yeah.
You need a car that makes sense today.
Like what?
Oldsmobile Cutlass. A little less than big, a lot more than small. You can pay more and get less car.
You know, it all adds up.
What'd I tell you?
Get all the car you pay for. Oldsmobile Cutlass.
I'm thinking about a small car.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got to think about economy these days.
Sure, but what about room for your family and comfort? Have you thought about that?
Good point.
Look at an Olds Cutlass. A little less than big, a lot more than small. The right size for a lot of people. You can pay more, and get less car. So get all the car you pay for. Oldsmobile Cutlass.
You ought to look at a Cutlass.
I think I will.
I still don't know what to do, hon, about the car. These days, we really have to think about economy.
Yeah, but we also have to think about all the traveling you do.
Right.
And the kids.
Yeah.
We really need a car that makes sense.
Today, there's a car that does make sense. Olds Cutlass. A little less than big, a lot more than small. A sensible size for a lot of people.
You know, maybe we should look at a Cutlass.
Now that makes a lot of sense.
Oldsmobile Cutlass. A sensible size for a lot of people.
You know, I think I want a car that doesn't exist.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Well, I gotta think about economy. But I sure hate to give up comfort.
Well, you don't have to.
What do you mean?
Look at an Olds Cutlass. A little less than big, a lot more than small. The right size for a lot of people. You can pay more and get less car.
So, I drive a Cutlass.
Good thought.
Get all the car you pay for. Oldsmobile Cutlass.
I guess I want too much in a car today.
What do you mean?
Well, I've got to think about economy, but I don't want to give up comfort.
Well, I know a comfortable car that's pretty good on gas, too.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Oldsmobile Cutlass. A little less than big, a lot more than small. You can pay more and get less car. So get all the car you pay for. Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Now, that's my kind of car.
I knew it.
Got a big car sale, so I hired a karate expert to get people into my showroom. All I wanted to do was to chop some prices.
It's different at your Olds dealers. When there's a special event, we let our cars do the selling. Like this sensibly sized Olds Cutlass S with swivel...
With all the gas mileage claims today, who can you believe? With Oldsmobile's gas mileage tester, you can believe yourself.
Like to try her out?
Love to. Take a short drive in a new Olds like this. Drive it yourself. If you have a heavy foot, you'll register low mileage. Lighter foot, higher mileage. This test will tell you what you get the way you drive.
Hey, that's pretty good mileage.
Sure is. See your Olds dealer. Prove Oldsmobile gas mileage to yourself.
Swinging deals! Swinging cars! It's our swinging sale!
It's different at your Olds dealers. When there's a special event, we let our cars do the selling. Like this Olds Cutlass Supreme, sensibly sized for a lot of people. Sensibly priced, too. Swing by our place today.
Now we have to have 2 more cars to take the kids to the zoo.
I'll drive. I have a new Cutlass.
Now we need a second car.
I'll make 2 trips.
Drive happy, Cutlass can make you a little drive happy.
Step up to Cutlass Supreme, Oldsmobile's little limousine, at a price that's less than you might think.
2 trips, Mary. I thought you hated to drive. Not anymore. Besides, I like kids.
Drive happy.
I remember a guy we picked for Grambling years ago. He was a big, overgrown kid. He wasn't great then, but man, he had it underneath. We always had feelings about his greatness. His name's Willie Davis. You know the guy? Willie's one of the all-time great tigers. And now, let me show you some kind of a car. This Olds Cutlass Supreme. I've driven it, and I tell you, it can really make you feel drive happy. They call it the little limousine because it's got a lot of great things. And this year they got the new Landauer roof you can order, and the ride. You think you're driving a bigger car. And man, does it handle. I'd even like to scout in it. Why don't you check out the new Olds Cutlass Supreme? Hey, Willie, what are you driving?
Got a big car sale, so I hired a karate expert to get people into my showroom. All I wanted to do was to chop some prices.
It's different at your Olds dealers. When there's a special event, we let our cars do the selling. Like this Olds Delta 88. More than just a pretty car. It's really put together. Check our deals today.
Happens about the gas situation, the important thing to you is the car you're putting the gas in. Like this family-sized Oldsmobile Delta 88. Compare Compare its strong points to any car. Strong points like a torque beam frame.
I just love the smell of a new car.
Me too. Like corrosion-resistant inner fenders beneath the front outer fenders. A double-panel trunk lid welded into a single unit. On top, the strength of Delta 88's double-paneled steel roof. Hydraulic bumper systems, front and rear. In the doors, steel side guard beams. The strength of steel around you. Strong points in favor of the family-sized Delta 88. Whatever happens about the gas situation, the important thing to you and your family is the car you're putting the gas in. Oldsmobile Delta 88. It's really put together. More than just a pretty car. Whatever happens to the gas situation, the important thing is the car you put the gas in. Like this Olds 88 with these advantages. Up front, inner fenders help protect the outer fenders. In back, the double-paneled trunk lid is welded into a solid unit. Above, a double-paneled steel roof. And steel guard beams in the doors. Olds Delta 88. It's really put together. More than just a pretty car.
That kid down on the field reminds me of somebody. Buck Buchanan. Know that name? I picked Buck right out of high school years ago. He was a skinny kid then. Hey, Buck, you with me? You know, that's the coach's first job, picking talent. And if he's got a good eye, the rest is easy. This 74 Olds 98 Regency was much easier to pick than a Buck Buchanan. You with me, Buck? Just sit in this 98 Regency. Sink down in these soft cushions. Man, you feel it. You got luxury all around you. Like this clock face styled by Tiffany. Center armrests, front and back. Here's comfort you can live with a long, long time. The 74 Olds 98 Regency. Are you still listening, Buck?
Here's a new approach to motor car comfort. Oldsmobile's 98 Regency. The seats have that loose cushion look you find in some of the best sofas and chairs. A power seat for the driver and power windows are standard. There's a digital quartz crystal timepiece with a facing styled by Tiffany. Another nice touch, zippered pouch pockets in the front seat backs. And if you order Tempmatic air conditioning, it has an activated charcoal filter that reduces many unpleasant outside odors from the air entering the car. The 98 Regency is really quite a comfortable place to live.
Hey, that the new 98 Regency? How'd you like it?
The Oldsmobile 98 Regency. If you're going to spend more than $5,000 on a car, you should get the kind of comfort you can live with a long, long time.
See that catch? I didn't teach that kid how to grab that pass. He had the talent before I found him. All I did was recognize. A coach has got to have a good eye for quality, and he's got to be able to feel it when it's there. Yeah, you got a feeling all right, like this new Toronado here. Look at it. Sit in it. Take a ride. It's beautiful. The Oldsmobile with the front-wheel drive. It pulls you along instead of pushing. And you can really feel the traction on these back roads when they get slippery or muddy. Hey, did you know the people who put the Toronado together don't work on any other car? Maybe you ought to scout the Toronado. Engineering sure can be beautiful.